Hey there, welcome to episode 54 of Duke's Apocalypse Kitchen, and it is Ricotta Frittata Day. We're not making a ricotta frittata, we're making ricotta and a frittata.
I want you to do it in the song that you sang to me when I came upstairs.
Hakuna Matata, Ricotta Frittata wasn't really a song, but you know how it goes. You can sing it amongst yourselves. Interesting thing happened today. I was gifted about a gallon of goat's milk. This is a half a gallon. The other half is in the cooler. And I'm going to make ricotta cheese out of that half gallon. And while that's working, we're going to get the frittata going. I love making a frittata in the summertime because I get to use all the tired vegetables in the fridge to saute and put in there. Good use of that. And it's very light, doesn't weigh you down. It's a great thing to have on a hot day. It's a great thing for brunch. It's a very quick lunch, add to salad, all that stuff. And you don't have to have your oven on for a very long time. We're gonna broil the top of it, but that only takes about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how set you like your eggs. Anyway, here we go. I'm gonna put the half gallon of goat cheese in the pot, and I'm going to warm it up, not boil, to 185 degrees. And I have a little thermometer that's gonna tell me when I got there. You can use a candy thermometer that clips to the side of the pot. Those work really well.
I'm so excited about this.
Yeah.
I don't really know goat's milk, but like this is so fresh. Like literally, this is like today's goat's milk.
It is today's goat's milk. And
it's one of the lucky things about living in Michigan, how close we are to the farm.
absolutely. And it is really easy to make. The only thing we need to add to this when we get up to 180 degrees is either some lemon juice or some vinegar. And I only had apple cider vinegar, so I'm using both half lemon juice and apple cider vinegar. White vinegar would give you the cleanest dairy flavor. Obviously, it's making the milk curdle, but it's not bringing a lot of flavor to it. So we will add that as this gets a little bit warmer. We're gonna warm it up slowly. Don't really need to do anything except don't leave the kitchen while it's working.
Bad things will happen if you
Bad
don't pay
things
attention.
will happen. If you ever boiled over milk in a pot, you're like, you learn that lesson hard fast. You never do it again. So I'm just gonna dice up my asparagus that is a little tired.
And this is all going to go into the
The
frittata.
frittata, yep.
So you've got asparagus and what's the other thing that you're doing there?
Asparagus, red peppers, scallions.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
I'll go get that.
None of those actually hit the sink.
All of them hit the sink. She's lying. They all hit the sink.
I'm just saying. I'm not going to do a close-up, but I just want you to know that mistakes were made.
Bitch, please.
What are we drinking?
Dune Grass, one of my favorite beers of all time. Greenbush Brewing, Michigan Brewery. They make Dune Grass. It is my favorite, and it makes me say Dune Grass. I'm having a Dune Grass. I love it. It has a very nice dry finish, like champagne.
Wow.
Yes,
That's
I know.
fancy.
There's another champagne of beers. Bet you didn't know that one. You're welcome. I gotta go get my olive oil.
Okay.
I'm back. Oh, you can't fool me this time.
Yeah, it lets you take that thing out so that you end up
Come on to
overpouring.
you. Come on to you.
Don't pour the olive oil. I still like that bottle. It fascinates me how much everybody else likes it too.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about it is I can't tell when it needs to be refilled.
Ah. But I think it's good for the olive oil to be in a dark place.
Isn't it good for all of us?
After 70 days of quarantine, I don't know if I'm
Yeah.
going to agree with that.
I'm going to saute this veg first in here by itself before we add any of the egg mixture. But I am going to crack 7 eggs into my bowl.
Okay. Should we do this on fast forward?
Sure.
All right, we'll be back.
Okay, we are back. I cracked 7 eggs into this bowl. I've got my veg sauteing, and the goat milk for the ricottas is about 120 degrees. getting close. 110 right now. So we're just gonna let that creep up, not too quickly, to 180. Remember, we're going for 185 total. Now I'm gonna throw some creamy goodness into my eggs. You can put in half and half, heavy cream, whole milk. I'm gonna put in some sour cream. And then when we pour the eggs into the pan, I'm going to add some goat cheese into that. But for now,
Wow, that's a lot of heavy cream, or sour cream.
I like them creamy.
I a lot of times will put heavy whipping cream in my eggs.
Yes, I love having heavy whipping cream in scrambled eggs. And in my French toast batter, do that too. Check in the milk, because we're doing two things at once.
Good for you.
At 120 degrees, right on the mind. So now turning this skillet down so we can cook our eggs slowly. The slower we cook the eggs, the lighter and fluffier they will be, the more delicate this whole thing will be. And they will also not be terribly dark brown. The brown part doesn't really bother me, but anyway, here we go. So I'm just pouring this in. I have the burner on low. You're hearing it sizzle because of the heat of the pan, but the eggs will cool that off.
That smells amazing.
So now we're going to help out our frittata cook, not by moving this egg around a lot, but just by breaking through to the bottom and let that little hole fill in. We're going to just move it like this. And that helps our scrambled egg frittata stay nice and delicate. If we were to keep moving the eggs, as they cook, they get rid of their water and those protein strands get longer and longer and longer and tougher. We don't want that for this. No. We want a nice, delicate frittata.
What are you doing with the butter? Or that's not butter.
It's goat cheese.
That's goat cheese.
I'm just gonna drop it in various places. My favorite thing to do with
I like
leftover
goat cheese and also cream cheese tastes really good like that.
That would be perfect in here. Yep.
Yeah, it feels like roast chicken to me, that it's like so simple, but it's really actually, it presents as being very fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I do a roast chicken for people, they're always like, wow, roast chicken. I always feel like a grown-up when I roast a chicken, even though it's so simple.
Get in there, everybody in there. I thought that was one of the dogs.
No, it's me.
Wow. All right.
The dogs are both asleep for 5 minutes.
Now I'm still doing that, just getting to the bottom of the spatula, opening up a little hole and letting the uncooked egg run into that hole. I also have the broiler setting on in the oven. That's nice, right?
Because that's how you're going to cook the top of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're helping the bottom cook without burning the bottom, and we're helping it get to the middle. We'll put it under the broiler, and then it will cook from the top down just to the middle, and then we will have a very nice, fluffy frittata.
And this is that ceramic non-stick pan that you love.
Yes. So I can use a metal tool in there if I would like, because it's ceramic and not Teflon. We are at 140 degrees in the milk. So that's very good. Wiping off my hand. Yep, this is ready. We have the bottom half is cooked. This is ready for the broiler. My pan can go all the way into the oven because it doesn't have any plastic handle parts or silicone on it. You want to make sure that you have an oven-safe pan in order to do that. You know what I'm going to do when I take that out, right? We've seen this before. I'm going to put it on the stove. I'm going to turn and do something else. I'm going to come back and grab the handle and burn the doo-doo out of my palm because
I thought
every
you
time.
bought the idiot-proof things,
I'll get it
and
out,
now you've
too.
lost them.
No, I know. I have it. I'm
The
gonna
little
get it out.
silicone sleeves that you
I'm
put
getting
on
it
now.
out.
But you can't put the silicone sleeves in the oven.
No. See, that's gotta stay out here.
Fair enough. Safety first. It looks like a fish.
Get these guys out of here.
All right.
Now, when our ricotta is done, or temperature, cheese comes up to temperature, I'm going to pour it into here. Pour the acid into there, let it curdle, and then I'm going to pour it into here. That's what I'm going to do.
All right. We'll come back.
Yep. Okay, we are back. A couple things happened as soon as we went off camera. The frittata sat under the broiler for only about 3 minutes, and it was done. It is a very nice, beautiful color. Just a little bit of toasty brown. Our cheese is nice and fluffy. Our egg is cooked all the way through, but it's still very delicate and soft in the middle. So I'm letting that cool before we flip it out, and I'll show you how to do that. That's a very cool party trick. Also, at the same time, our goat milk got up to 180 degrees, which is when I wanted to throw in the cider and vinegar and the lemon juice. So I did both of those things, and it got up to 185. Now, this is what the acid does to the milk. It causes it to break. So now that clear, cloudy liquid that's around there is called the whey, and the white solids are the cheese that we are now going to strain out. And when I make ricotta with cow's milk, I'm able to use this fine strainer without cheesecloth. I'm going to try it with goat's milk. I've never done it because I don't have cheesecloth right now. If it doesn't work and it all goes straight through, I will try it with 2 strainers and see how that'll work. But I have a feeling, because those it coagulated pretty nicely, that it's going to be okay.
And what you're trying to do is capture the whey.
I'm letting the whey fall through. The whey is the clear.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm capturing the cheese in the top. And I might put this in 2 different bowls. So when you do it with a cheesecloth, you put it in the refrigerator overnight and let the whey really drain out of the cheese.
We're using what we have.
Yep. And it is looking really good.
That's what you get when this morning's milk comes to you.
Uh-huh.
All right, we're gonna put this on fast forward.
Okay, see you in a minute. All right, so I got all of the curds draining now. That's all of the white cheese that becomes the ricotta. And then the liquid is still draining through. Depending on how firm you want your ricotta, you can put this in the refrigerator, draining into a container overnight, and it will continue to do that. This strainer with a fine mesh worked out just fine. I don't have any curds that got through to the liquid. I have found in the past recipes to use that liquid. Can't find them offhand when I did a quick search. I've never actually used it in something. If you've ever used that liquid in a recipe, hey, put it in the comments. I want to know what you made. I'm going to show you guys how to flip this sucker out of this pan. It's gonna be fun.
Are you gonna do like a flippy flip? Oh, you're gonna do the secret flip.
I'm doing a flippy flip.
It's the secret flippy flip. The one that makes sure that even those of us who are not very good at this don't end up in tears. I've seen this trick before.
I gotta find something big enough. I used the big pan. No.
Ruh-roh.
We're gonna flip it onto the pretty board, and a little piece of it's probably going to escape, and that's gonna be fine. We're just gonna be fine with that.
So, do you have everything that protects your hands, chef?
Got my little
All
guard.
right. You're making good decisions.
Sure.
We don't want to rush you to the hospital in a pandemic.
Rush. Like she's gonna rush me to the hospital. Sure.
I'd spend 10 minutes looking for the car keys.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I won't wait around.
And
for
then
that.
I would make sure the frittata didn't get cold.
Okay. When you flip something out, you don't want to stop halfway. You don't want to panic. You want to go up and down, whoop, really quick. And I want to go this way because I am right-handed, and I want something a little tighter on here.
Yo!
Nope. I want a tighter grip.
I feel like that oh shit handle is maybe not the best thing.
Well, it is because the handle is still
gotcha.
1 billion degrees.
All right, here
but
we
it's
go.
not giving me a very nice grip. But anyway. Voila!
How
I did it!
Amazing. We're gonna go into look at that frittata. It smells so good.
So now, hang on 1 second. We can throw some microgreens on here and make
Salad.
it beautiful.
Oh man, that is gorgeous.
Isn't that nice?
Now, would you put the ricotta cheese that you just made on it, or no? That's
Sure.
a little too much.
It's gonna have to chill overnight, so it's not
Okay.
ready today. But
Oh, you wouldn't eat the cheese hot?
no,
Okay.
I wouldn't.
All right.
I mean, I would make a lasagna out of it, and then it would be hot again. But yeah, when I first make it, I want to be able to chill it so it sets. So yeah, beautiful brunch frittata. That's really the leftovers. I'm telling you, are good the whole rest of the day. You could mix it up. Do black beans and cheddar cheese and corn to make it more of a Southwest one. You can just use whatever veg you have. You can go more Italian. Throw some mozzarella in there. Whatever you'd like. It's very versatile. It's obviously relatively inexpensive because we used veggies that were going to die in the fridge anyway, and we all made it out of eggs. Happy ricotta frittata, Hakuna Matata. See you next time, and when we make something else, and I have no idea what it's going to be yet. Toodles noodles.